time for another edition of my little mission to work my way through this fishbowl of long procrastinated shit. Here we still are, 6 vlogs in, over 50 something things more to go. So with that in mind, blue one, oh, okay, these are color coded by the way, and blue indicates anything, mostly content ideas in terms of like product displays, areas and things I'd like to utilize to kind of get just cool pictures and videos, but primarily images to use on my website. Favorite content batching wall, this one is a more specific content idea, but in general, I have a wall downstairs in the basement, what I call a tie-dye dungeon. The area right next to the tie-dye bar, the way the wall is, it is like the best, most optimal wall for setting up, like having a tapestry behind and being able to still hang shirts or something in front. Not only are there like a number of different displays and probably countless more I haven't even thought to do using that area right there, which I'll circle back to that. The thing though I wrote down is a specific idea. I've always wanted to recreate this sort of like, I don't know, product display, really just for the sake of getting some awesome imagery for my website. Those pictures are from the only time I ever did that was with those like over 200 custom tees. I always have envisioned doing that kind of display with just tons and tons of Mindscape designs, or I'd like to do one ideally with all geodes. That is, I can't even begin to comprehend the impossibility. I even wrote on here, dependent upon having like quite literally hundreds of finished ready to ship designs done all at once. Let's get one more out of the way before I maybe attempt to get some ice dyeing done while it's still hot outside. Orange one. Orange is anything that relates to a broader overarching objective: efficiency, implementing systems and processes, streamlining things, reducing or eliminating bottlenecks and friction. Ice dyeing on top of the tie-dye bar. Now this is something that's like a system or just a very simple, straightforward way to significantly reduce a lot of friction. This relates to the shallow splat rack thing because this was something I was not able to do prior to having all shallow splat racks. I think I can fit 4, maybe 5 on top of the tie-dye bar, which I keep all of my dyes, the powder dyes, behind the bar. I've always known I should be doing this from the start, but I don't know why. I just don't do the most efficient, simple, straightforward thing, which is to do the ice dyeing on top of the tie-dye bar, preventing me from having any reason to take so many of the full-size dye jars out from behind the bar, thus inevitably making a mess. It's just a habit I'd really love to cement, is you always doing the ice dyeing, at least whenever possible, on top of the tie-dye bar. And I guess it's meant to be that I get some ice dyeing done. Speaking of,
the next day,
about the sunburst stencils, the redesigned sunburst stencils, I should say, are in the making right now as I speak. Probably still have a few more hours to go. This is what they look like. I got a picture of the monitor earlier. The prototype, I guess, is pretty much exactly what I was imagining it would look like. I feel like I'm gonna get that dreaded pink one today. Hemp jewelry, gems, and seashells. Oh my, I didn't know this was part of the fishbowl. When was this? The previous vlog? Number 3, what will it be? Pink one. Pillowcases ASAP because pimples. This is something I've also already explained. I really need to make more pillowcases for over at my boyfriend's house. I feel like there's definitely a correlation between his dogs sleeping on my pillow, and then it, as a result, causing me to get breakouts that much more easily and quickly in between washes. So I'm essentially like, I hope to get to the point where I can just like switch it out daily. Did I mention the part that I'm gonna make the pillowcases? And if I didn't, I meant to. Pink one, of course. I feel like I've been really kind of evening out the colors and still getting mostly pink. Made to order design product page pictures. Okay, this is a mission de-procrastination achievement more than anything, so why is it in the fishbowl? Okay, yeah, need to start being mindful of which made-to-order designs I'm taking the time to bother getting pictures of at this point, since it is an achievement in a way. The fact that that's something I've been following through on very regularly. You know what? As a result of starting this vlogging thing, that's why it's become cemented as like a just natural habit that's instilled, and now I feel weird when I don't stop and get pictures of made-to-order designs. Now I need to retrain my brain to, like I just said, be mindful of which ones I'm getting pictures of. Whichever ones have the least pictures are the ones I need to focus on getting more pictures of most. Pink one. Multiple web pages featuring... Oh yeah, this is an idea though. Why is it pink? The ice dye swatches and the webpage thing I already explained. Building off of that, I have a handful of ideas of different web pages I could make really for the purpose of like SEO and kind of hopefully ranking for different keywords I otherwise wouldn't. Out of those same swatch pictures I'm already getting for the main dye collection webpage. And that was simple enough at least, I guess. Let's get another one out of the way. Yellow one. Hemp jewelry supplies? Okay, this is like a duplicate of that other one I just pulled too, so that's null and void. Is this 2? No, it's just a big piece of paper. It's blue. Hooks everywhere possible, and curtain rods too. Curtain rods and hooks are kind of one and the same. They both serve the same purpose, which is creating content opportunities. Now, here, it'd be easier to show you instead of tell you. Right here, right next to me right now, for example, here's one curtain rod that has, well, also a couple of hooks, but really just to create more places in order to be able to hang shirts from and create cool, captivating pictures. The reason it is part of the fishbowl though is because although I have a bunch all over the place as it is, I have ideas of even more places to put even more hooks. Another reason for this being in the fishbowl is it's something I've been procrastinating taking maximum advantage of. I don't utilize them, the ones that are pre-existing all around me, nearly as much as I would like to. There is one place though I am most excited to put up a bunch of hooks, and I've been procrastinating doing just that. I'll have to do that soon. Now that I drew that from the fishbowl, come on, be a different color than pink. Oh, of course not. Mandela effect idea last year in May. This is one that I feel like is one of those things that feels too mentally exhausting and complex to explain. There is a Mandela effect. I feel like it might be considered a more popular one on the internet that I am so certain I know the answer to. Without a doubt in my mind, I know the answer to it. I'm not going to tell you how or why because that would spoil. The whole reason for this being in the fishbowl is the fact that I feel so strongly and certain about this that I intended to make an entire video about it. Going on a mission or little side quest to attempt to show, like prove to the rest of the internet it's not a Mandela effect. I'll tell you that much. That's the only hint I'll give. Everyone is confused. Everybody is just simply confused, and I understand why. The only reason this is so clear in my mind is because this is something I was confused about like my entire childhood. I don't just feel so strongly about it. I feel so certain about it that I went as far as ordering some resources from eBay in an attempt to prove it on camera. Wow, it's probably been okay if I ordered those. When did I order them? Just about a year and a half that I still have said resources in the package all along, intending to unbox and reveal what they are on camera. Things I ordered on eBay were a total shot in the dark, and I could only laugh at myself when I realized this. The fact that the Wayback Machine has... No, I almost spoiled it. No, if I tell you that part, it's going to spoil it. Even that much might. How about for another one? Finally, something other than pink. Premium blanks. Most of which I currently still have are ones I intend to keep for myself or give to people close to me. I do have a few. Still, I have a handful that are ones I'll definitely drop on my online store. Mostly Champion brand stuff, like Champion hoodies and fleece. I really like tie-dyeing those. I'm also like, I have so much resistance toward actually doing anything to things I really like and want to turn out good, because for some reason those are the things, particularly the things I am planning to keep for myself, that always turn out like shit. So I especially procrastinate ever doing anything with them, even if I do feel like I have the time or desire to. Presently, those used to be downstairs in the basement, but now they're actually right here behind me, waiting to be tied and dyed one of these days. I really do want to get through those things and get them made, but I something I definitely don't want to rush because I don't want to risk them coming out like shit. All right, I am on a roll, so why don't I just keep going until, I don't know, 2 pink ones at once. This one, the other one was stuck inside this one. Secrets of Stars book. I don't know exactly when it was, but I definitely want to say it was like pre-2020. No, it was somewhere between like 2020 and 22, I want to say, that I got this step-by-step guide to tying and dyeing like different kind of star and mandala type patterns. I've never been able to nail it when attempting to follow online video tutorials. I've only ever attempted 2, little more than 2. I did a custom project once for somebody who requested some similar to like mandala star type things. I have yet to, since getting it. I feel so shitty about this because it's something I really want to do. I just never feel like I have the free time. It's something I would love to do one day, and start learning how to make these sorts of patterns. Orange one. Okay, have I even gotten an orange one yet? Color key binder. Now, can you believe that I've been, for as long as I've been making tie-dye, more specifically offering made to order designs, I've been doing that off memory every single time. Only within the last year or few did the thought even cross my mind I should probably build out a binder that I can reference instead of having to, as I'm making made to order designs, look at the product page pictures and take wild guesses at what colors I used the last time I made them. And like, that's also this, I mean, like, do I even need to? I feel like I don't even need to explain how much unnecessary additional friction that sort of thing creates. So for that reason, I've been wanting to build out this color key binder, which I procrastinated doing so for a very long time, because I even, you know what, the first thing I did was part of those sheets I made on Canva. This might have even been before the inventory count sheets. I might have first made the color key sheets for just like tracking the colors I make on like prototypes. I have to like track what colors I use on each side of each made to order design, and then ensure that those ones that I wrote the colors down for come out as similarly to the product page pictures as possible. If so, those will be in the official color key, which is something I have just very recently started doing finally. The actionable thing still to do, especially in order to take the next step toward having this project finished once and for all. Well, not really, because I already need to update a couple of them. I just need to figure out which ones I do not have filled out and printed and in the binder yet, which I think I have the majority of them done, but I know for sure there's a few pages still not printed out. Maybe I'll do that tonight.
The next day.
First, that color key thing, because I never did that last night. In an attempt to prove to myself this won't take nearly as long as I feel like it will. Okay, I already found a project in Canva. I made these sheets that are print out for my binder, and now I'm going to compare them. This is like the only thing stopping me from finishing this binder is figuring out which pages I haven't printed out. This one looks finished, just not in the binder. And the rest are none of the ice dyed splatters. I haven't even made the tables on those pages. At least now I know where I stand. I need to write this down because knowing myself, there's no way I'm going to remember. Wait, how long did this just take? Less than 4.5 minutes. That took less than 4.5 minutes. Something I've been procrastinating for